If you are curious about the exact earning of the UFC, it has been revealed exact number on how much money they make each and every year as profit. Who would have imagined that a business bought for just 2 million USD 30 years ago would now be making billions of dollars in profit each and every year? The first big financial report from TKO Group Holdings to Securities and Exchange Commission shows all about UFC money in 2022 and 2023. According to the report, in 2022, UFC had generated 1.14 billion USD as revenue. In the first half of 2023, the UFC made whopping 612 million. They has earned it from TV stuff, live shows, sponsorship, and selling cool things. Ever since Endeavor purchased the UFC for just over 4 billion, this MMA powerhouse has been the company's biggest cash machine now, the biggest revenue driver for the now publicly traded company. The Fury vs Ngannou fight has been a trending topic with everyone discussing in the past 2 weeks. Francis Ngannou's performance has left everyone shocked. However, another shocking number reveals which might shock you, and that is number of pay-per-view buys for TV. Well, Tyson Fury vs Francis Ngannou fight generate about very low 56,000 purchases on ESPN Plus and around 56,000 on traditional television in US. This report was reported by Deb Melzer, who is wrestling and MMA reporter and combat sport business analyst. A trustworthy news site, Happy Punch, also tweets that Tyson Fury vs Francis Ngannou did 11,500 cable buys and 56,000 streams on ESPN Plus in US as per Deb Melzer. This low purchase number make it one of the biggest disappointment in terms of pay-per-view sales, especially considering it featuring big stars like Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. Many media reports indicate that Fury received 65 million and Francis Ngannou received 10 million as their purse. With this pay-per-view number, it's doubtful that they could even cover Francis Ngannou's purse alone. I'm not trying to bashing against him, but Francis Ngannou was never a big pay-per-view star. Even in UFC, his best pay-per-view performance in the UFC was 500,000 buys against Stipe Miocic. No official report has been made publicly yet. These reports are trustworthy media and individuals. The truth could be anything. Nate Diaz was offered big paycheck of 10 to 15 million to fight Jake Paul in PFL Smart Cage. Last week in an interview, Don Davis, the owner of PFL, expressed his respect for Nate Diaz, referring him as a people's champ. He explained he got a standing offer between 10 to 15 million, but he is hiding behind the rock. Nate Diaz took to his Twitter account to respond to the PFL lucrative financial offer and said no. He tweets, "I'm good. I'd rather fight real fighters," and never backtrack to the minor leagues. PFL, fight yourself, dipshit.
I respect Nate because he's the people's champ. He's a man's man. His stand-up is all stand-up. But he said, I'll do it in the PFL Smart Cage, 2 minutes to you after the fight. He's got a standing offer of between 10 and 15 million, and he's hiding behind a rock.
Okay. Do you think that happens?
10 to 15 million, biggest payday of his life. He gets beat by Jake, and he's hiding behind a rock.
I want to urge to the viewers, write down below in the comment section why Nate Diaz is not accepting such a lucrative offer from PFL.